Skipping ahead to measure 29, we have 2 A's. And let's do the noodle here. So we're going to build the octave and minor frame. So we have 4 notes. And then you're going to replace thumb with second finger. Build a Phrygian hand frame. Then we have 4 notes. Again, replace thumb with 2. Major hand frame. And then we reach the arpeggio in measure 30. Since I have the thumb and 2 already set up from the... I like to do thumb 2, 3 for the first 3 notes of the arpeggio. Only the last 2 notes are on the A string. I recommend playing this arpeggio, practicing it really slowly with solid notes rather than just harmonics, so that you really get the spacing between them. Measure 31. Replace 4th finger with 1st finger. And the B flat I like to put 3rd finger so I can set up my hand frame early. 32 we have a major hand frame. Now for the shift up, we're going to replace 3rd finger with thumb. Remember not to shift to the 1st finger, but also practice shifting to the whole octave. So it's sort of... Measure 33, also a major hand frame. In fact, it's just major hand frames from now on. For measure 35, replace 3rd finger with 1st finger, keeping the same frame. I find measures 37 to 39 to be fairly irritating, so I have my own fingering for this I'll show you. You can take it or leave it. So let's break them down. We have B flat 1st finger, so let's build our hand frame, which is in major. We'll play 1, 2, replace 3rd finger with 1st finger, same hand frame, and then reach down with the 1 for 1, 2, shift to harmonic A, then 4th position 3, 4, extend 1, 2, half position 3, 4, replace 4th finger with 1, extend 1, 2, 1st position, extend 1, 2, replace 4th finger with 2nd finger, and then 3, 4. Extend, extend, 1st position, and then replace 4th finger with 2nd finger again, and then extend, and then we have that low D. If you're having trouble hearing these pitches, it's actually a diminished arpeggio with a bunch of ornamental notes. So play the odd number notes only. So the 1st note, the 3rd note, the 5th, 7th, and skip the even notes, and you'll get something like this. So forth and so on. After that becomes comfortable, you can practice shifting to the higher notes of those couplets first. So and you can sort of to get used to the shifts, and then just take those notes out. Measures 40 to the end is probably the harder part of the etude. After harmonic, come back. At 41, we have our first challenge. When you shift up to this harmonic, practice shifting to the thumb. And build a minor hand frame. Okay, now we have crossover. Shift down a whole step with a thumb, build a major hand framed. Crossover. And now we're at measure 42. So one more time, 41. Shift to the octave. Minor hand frame. Crossover. Down a whole step, major hand frame. Measure 42, we maintain that hand frame. Crossover for second finger to the C string. Back to the G. For the fourth note, we're going to have a high 3. Just an extended frame from just here. Crossover, 1, 3, back to normal. Crossover, 1, 2. Now for this shift, think third finger plus a whole step is where the thumb lands. So third finger plus a whole step, thumb goes there, minor hand frame. And the shift down's exactly the reverse. A thumb minus whole step is where the third finger lands. And then the last note is a high 3. Make sure it's really nice and high. One more time. If you'll notice, it starts and ends the same way, so I do two things. When I get to the D string, I have the thumb stay on A and D for the rest of the measure. It helps me keep the hand shape solid. And also, it's good to remember the feeling of these notes and feel like you're taking a slight detour up and then come right back to it. So build the muscle memory there. Feel like you're just going away and coming right back to help. Measure 43, minor hand frame. Just a bunch of half steps here. Make sure to lighten the arm up. Now this next shift is exactly the same as in measure 41, I think, yeah. So build the octave, down a whole step, and that's it. A couple of general tips and practice ideas to finish. I'm sorry I would usually have more stuff and play better, but I had to learn this and do it in record time because I'm leaving town. So if I have enough new ideas, I'll make another video to update this one. Anyways, the first thing is when you're learning this in the beginning, it's really helpful to do it with stopped bows, especially if your left hand isn't fast enough to honor the slurs yet. So, and then fluff up the up bows. That's going to allow you to learn the string crossings, the bow distribution, and the slurs without losing control of your left hand. The second thing is when we have this motive in thumb position, it's easy for it to be really uneven, and it tends to be in one direction. So what you can do is counteract that by practicing the opposite. A long, short, long, short. Something like that is really helpful to even it out. I find that when I have to play, for example, measures 13 through 17, the higher I get, the higher my shoulders like to get as well. So you might want to mark in your music lower shoulder or breathe out. Often a very helpful tactic for me when I have to play really high up is to think that I'm doing sort of a downward X with both my arms, so that my left hand sits on the string and then my bow arm doesn't go up more than it needs to. So this is a really helpful relaxation tactic. As always, make sure the shifts are slow and light when you practice. I think Popper actually included the glissando on purpose because he wanted to show the student how to practice. And that's it. As always, if you have any questions, need clarification or comments, or just something that you want to share, please leave a comment below so that we can all see the discussion, because I'm sure I left out a lot in this video. Hi. This is Pancake, everybody. Say hi. Say hi. Bye.